Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I am going to tell you the strategies to learn English faster and very soon, So basically there are actually four strategies, four skills where you have to work on to become fluent in English. And it's not about just learning English. Whether you are learning Hindi, Marathi, or Urdu, or Arabic, or whatever language you are learning, you just have to master four skills that help you to become a a very good confident speaker in any language. So what are those four skills? That's the question now, right? Let's understand what are the strategies and what are the skills where we have to work on or master. So the very first skill what we have to work on too much is listening. Listening is one of the most essential skills to become fluent in a language. And the second one is speaking. Okay, speaking. And then writing. You understand? Writing. And the last one is reading. So these are the four skills where we have to work on. And these are the only skills that's gonna help you a lot to become master, to become expert at a language. Apart from this, there are many things. It's not about just like if you work on these four skills you will become master. There are many things, but these are the basic fundamentals where we have to work on tirelessly, no matter whether you have knowledge of grammar or not, or vocabulary or not, like frame of structures, all these things. Like if you work on these four skills, you will definitely achieve your goals sooner or later. So now let's talk about what are these, why these four skills are important. So understand that listening, as I said earlier, listening is the most essential skills. You understand why? Let me tell you. Just take an example to a baby, okay? To a baby, when a baby is born, so what he or she does is just listen to his surrounding all the time, right? He keeps listening or she keeps listening all the time, and after maybe passing some period of time, he starts like bubbling. Bubbling means like just try to express him or herself, even you are struggling a lot. So that's from this what we understand is that listening helps you a lot to become a good speaker. So if you wanna become a good speaker, so first start working on your listening skills. Listen to podcasts, movies, or like TED talks, or like many stuff. There are plenty of stuff available on YouTube. You can just go through YouTube and watch lots of videos and like improve your listening skills easily. So listening is the only way that's gonna make you master in the speaking. Whatever you listen, you speak. If you listen a good speaker, you are definitely going to be acting like a good speaker. So listen to someone who helps you to become good at something. Listen to someone who helps you to closer to your destination. Listen to those people. Now let's get into the second point, which is speaking. So what you understand by speaking? Speaking is obviously the hardest part in every language, as we know very well. So like hardest, it's obviously hardest, but not the impossible part. Like if you practice, you can learn anything, right? Similarly, if you work on your speaking every single day regularly, if you talk to someone on a daily basis, you are definitely going to master speaking as well. It's not a big deal. It's not like a hard nut to crack. So do not worry about it. Just work on your speaking similarly as you work on your listening, because like if you have, let's suppose that you have good mastery in listening, but you do not express yourself in front of anyone. You just like feel awkward while expressing yourself in front of public, in front of people, in front of a community, in front of your classmates. How are you gonna become a good speaker? Obviously not. So in order to become a good speaker, what we understand here is that listening is necessary, and after that speaking. When you speak, you improve your speaking skills. Like you train your muscles, you train your mouth, you train your like way of like tongue to pronounce word clearly. And to master speaking, you just have to understand how to frame sentences, how to think faster, and how to pronounce words clearly, effectively, properly. That's all you have to understand for speaking. And like there are plenty of what to say, it's like there are plenty of online platform where you can practice easily. I too have some of uh, friends online where I go and practice with them. So like you can also do that. Okay, I'll suggest you where to practice and with whom you can practice English. Okay, now let's talk about the third one, which is writing. You know, as I mentioned about these two skills that are so valuable in a language, the same way if we talk about writing, writing is also as important as these two skills. I mean, like if you do not write, if you do not practice your writing, you are never going to become a good thinker. You cannot think faster like other native speakers, because like you know when you write, so you keep thinking in your mind, you are active in thinking, and when you think faster, you will never ever struggle. You know, you won't have any problem when you would be speaking in front of anyone, or when you will be speaking on camera. So write, and no matter what you write, I mean it could be an essay, it could be a journalist, I mean it could be a gens, it could be anything, it could be even like an article. So write whatever you feel like comfortable. Even you can chat with someone. You know, there are plenty of online platform where people just chat, and you know like they just do it for the sake of their improvement. So you can also do that. You can just write something, you know, and write as much as possible. I'm not saying you just to immerse yourself into writing all the time, leave all the work. No, don't do that. Okay, what I'm saying is just like write whenever you are free, and like express yourself, no matter whether you make lots of mistakes, because making mistake is obviously fine. You know, it's actually a part of our life. You know, if you do not make mistake, you are never going to learn anything, you know. So like making mistake is completely fine and acceptable, and it's not only you who are going to miss mistake. You know, I even make a lot of mistakes, still now I do that, but even though I'm confident, I'm feeling like okay, it's not a problem. I wasn't born with the talent. Everybody learns here, everybody just like learn things here in this world, and like improve himself and work on himself, and finally he is like whatever in his position. So similarly you have to do that. You know, you don't have to worry about making mistake. Just feel comfortable, just try to make yourself used to something. You know, if you're speaking on camera, try to speak on camera regularly. If you practice your writing regularly. Do not just get, you know, nervous, or do not feel like no, I'm done, I cannot do anymore. No, don't do that. Be consistent. You know, maintain consistency very important. So now the final, I mean the last point we have is reading, right? So let's talk about reading. So what's the value of reading now? You know, reading is one of the most essential part in learning languages. So it's like when you read something, so first understand what is reading. When you read something, you actually work on your input part. I mean like you take information, and when you take information, you learn a lot of things. I mean like you learn structures, you learn new vocabulary, and like you understand where to use words, all these things. So read as much as you possibly can, and try to jot down every new word you come across when you're reading something. Understand the meaning of them, find out their meanings, and then after, when you are conversing with someone, try to use the same word in your sentence. That's how gonna improve your vocabulary bank. Believe me, you know, when I had no knowledge of English and I was just struggling to speak in English, I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna improve like this, I'm gonna improve like that person, I'm gonna be speaking like that person. I was always comparing myself with others, you know. But eventually when I started working on only these 4 skills, here I am feeling comfortable talking with anyone. And it's not about just talking. Even if you ask me to write a para, or to just write me a conversational skills, I'm not gonna get back, I'm not gonna like face any kind of challenge while writing. I mean like by the grace of God, my every skills is quite well. I mean, I can write, I can listen. Even my listening is one of my favorite parts. I love listening to people, and most of the time where I spend time on listening to American people. And the more you listen to someone, the more you observe their accent, their way of speaking. So if you literally, if you are literally enthusiastic to become a kind of a speaker who is natural, so try to listen to natural speakers. I mean, like native speakers. Mimic them. Try to just like listen to them carefully, actively. Okay, so these were the four skills where we had to work on in order to become fluent in a language, and understand that learning a language is not one day thing, right? So never ever get rushed, and never ever feel impatient while you are learning a language, because it takes time, buddy. Great things take time. You have to be patient, you have to be relaxed. When you are learning a language, just feel like okay, it's fine. Do not try to just master within a one day. No, it's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come overnight. You have to be patient, you have to be consistent, you have to be dedicated toward it. Okay, so like just feel confident, work harder. Work harder than you did the last time. And if you do not get the same result as is expected, so try to approach the things you are trying in a different way. Do not change your destination, do not change your target. Change your way, try to apply the different strategies. But the things I am telling you will work will work very much in learning this language. Just four skills. If you master these four skills, I personally guarantee you that you will improve your English without even knowing. Just four skills: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. And I personally suggest you to work harder on your listening. Listen as much as possible, because I was the one who struggled hard while expressing myself. But this is the time when I'm feeling, I'm feeling confident. I'm and the interesting thing is that I never ever went to take any class. I mean, like, I was like just curious to learn. And the way I applied to learn this language faster was listening. I listen a lot. I listen to lots of speakers from different categories, from different areas. I listen to the people who are kind of inspirational. In this way, I also get inspiration. At the same time, I get knowledge. I get to understand that how we should communicate, how we should try to inspire others, how we should try to help others in order to help them in achieving their goals. So, like, as we know very well, when you help others, you actually get help in your need. So, like, learning language is like connecting with people, helping one another, understanding that how valuable a partner is in your life when you are learning a language. So these are kind of the thing that you have to keep in mind in order to master in English. Okay, so it was enough for the day. If you liked my video, please do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can notified by my every upcoming single video. Thank you for listening to me, guys. See you in next video.